Voodoo. Just the sound of the word sends chills down some spines and sparks curiosity in others. Often misunderstood, misrepresented, and misjudged, voodoo is more than just pins in dolls or dark rituals in Hollywood horror movies. In reality, it's a complex, rich, and deeply spiritual tradition rooted in history, community, healing, and connection to the divine. The word voodoo comes from the West African word vodun, which means spirit or deity. Its origins trace back centuries to the traditional religions of the Fon and Yu peoples of what is now Benin, Togo, and parts of Nigeria. When millions of Africans were forcibly taken from their homeland during the transatlantic slave trade, they carried with them their beliefs, gods, rituals, and stories. In the Caribbean, especially Haiti, these African traditions blended with Roman Catholicism and indigenous beliefs. The result was Haitian Vodou, a unique religion that centers on honoring powerful spirits known as Loa, intermediaries between humans and the distant creator god, Bondi. Contrary to popular belief, Vodou is not about devil worship. In fact, its followers are deeply religious, offering prayers, music, food, and ritual dances to the spirits they revere. Across the ocean, in the southern United States, especially New Orleans, voodoo evolved yet again, influenced by French Catholicism, African traditions, and even Native American practices. This form, often called Louisiana voodoo, became deeply embedded in the culture of the city, celebrated through rituals, herbal medicine, gris-gris charms, and spiritual work. But as voodoo traveled across the world, it became twisted by colonial fears, racism, and sensationalist media. Hollywood turned it into a frightening spectacle: witch doctors, zombies, curses, and black magic. This distorted image buried the truth beneath layers of myth and fear. In reality, voodoo is about balance and healing. Practitioners, sometimes called houngans, priests, or mambos, priestesses, often serve as community leaders, counselors, and herbalists. Ceremonies are rich in music, drumming, and dancing, inviting the spirits to join in celebration, offer guidance, or help solve problems in daily life. Voodoo also teaches a deep respect for ancestors. The dead are not gone. They live on, watching, protecting, and guiding the living. This connection to ancestry and the unseen world creates a spiritual bond that holds communities together, especially during times of hardship. Today, voodoo continues to thrive, especially in Haiti, where more than half the population practice it in some form, often side by side with Catholicism. It's not unusual to see a Catholic cross standing next to a voodoo altar. The two faiths, despite their different origins, coexist in harmony for many. Unfortunately, the stigma still lingers. Voodoo has been used as a scapegoat in times of crisis, especially in Haiti. In times of political upheaval, poverty, or disaster, its followers are often unfairly blamed or persecuted. But the tide is slowly turning. Scholars, practitioners, and cultural leaders are working hard to reclaim voodoo's true identity as a source of empowerment, resistance, and resilience. So, the next time you hear the word voodoo, look past the stereotypes. Behind the smoke and mirrors of pop culture lies a powerful spiritual tradition that has survived slavery, colonization, and centuries of misunderstanding. It's not about curses, it's about connection, not about fear, but about faith. Voodoo isn't just a religion, it's a living history of survival, culture, and spirit, and it deserves to be seen for what it truly is: